Okay, think everything's good. Got some stuff set up. It's fantastic. Oh, we got some laughing. It's alright, Jason. I'm laughing at you too, Mr. Himbo. Get laughed at, boy. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Gonna be some more drawing happening this evening. I decided I decided that I'll try and take my stuff with me so I can at least do some work while I'm away, but that's a problem for later me. Yeah. Alright, let's actually get in here. Oh yeah. We're doing awesome tonight, actually. I have just woken up from a nap, and hang on, I forgot to do something. There we go. Gotta set the mood. No, we're not. No, we're not. No, 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 no. That ain't a thing that we're doing again, boy. Oh, God. You know what's funny is that when I posted the VOD of the last stream, it wasn't that got me. I actually had to edit out the whole section where we watched German cartoons, because that got copyright struck. It completely blocked my ability to show my VOD. It was dumb. I was like, fine, whatever. We'll cut that segment out. It's alright. It's fine, it's fine. You gotta love copyright. Makes sense, though, I guess. You gotta protect your 19 whatevers cartoon about absolute nonsense. You can't be letting people steal such lucrative intellectual property. Hello, Hollyepa, how you doing? That cartoon you showed us last time got me in trouble when I tried to post the VOD. I had to remove that whole section from it. I did enjoy the cartoon, though. It was nice. But YouTube didn't like that I was using it, so that whole section had to get cut out. Which is lame. But, oh well. Copyright exists. Alright. What am I drawing anyway tonight? I'm gonna do one of those... you know what? Let's just do something fun. Weird. I'm gonna pull up a random... Or not... I'm gonna pull up a random prompt generator again. Those always end up producing some very interesting results, so... Fucking art or art. Draw a marauder. Alright, sure. I need reference images, though. We're gonna be doing a lot of marauder shit lately, I guess, because I'm working on the short for the marauder. Let's see, marauder battle mech. Let's see. How about a Frankenmech? Really want me to draw robots today, huh? Alright. Let's see. That's a half decent enough reference, I guess. I can actually kind of see the shape language and all that, so... Or do I want to base it off of the model? I'm not gonna think too hard about it. I won't think too hard about this. We're just gonna begin. Otherwise, I'm gonna be faffing around the entire time. Whoa, that's big. Draw a charger mixed with an archer. Okay. That sounds interesting. I guess I could pull up references for both. Okay. You know what? Let's make this interesting. Since Marauder was already suggested, and Frankenmech is another thing that we're talking about here, how about this? Oh wait, I already did that. For frick's sakes. We're gonna do a Marauder mixed with a Charger mixed with an Archer. That kind of rhymes. That's lame, but... screw it. Let's see if we can actually move this around. And resize it. Let's see. Transform, scale. Alright. I need to actually move it to a spot where I can access the bottom. Alright. We have robot feet on the screen. Everyone look away. That's not possibler. We're gonna make it possibler. Through the power of terrible, terrible drawings, we can make it possibler. A chimera mech. I'm pretty sure there's one that's already called that. No, wait. Or am I thinking of something else? I'm probably thinking of something else. Edward? Okay, good. I wasn't hallucinating. Alright. Just like what we did with the last one, we're just going to stick the references in the corners, and then I'm going to go ham. Let's see. Charger Battle Mech. Alright. Think I can work with that. I like some of the pictures that are shown for this thing. But we're going to use this one for the... That mech is so fucked I get pregnant by looking. Okay, Hollyepa. I see, I see. Is there anything else you'd like to share with the class? Let's see, copy. And paste. And, oh wait. And paste. There we go. And we're gonna transform, scale. Boop. There we go. Instantly. Let's see, this Chimera is special needs. Yeah, I'm gonna show you the best mech ever made. The Yeoman. I forgot this thing existed. Holy crap. Do you like missiles? Well, let me just put missiles on your missiles. So that you can bombard while you bombard. Jesus. H. Christ. On a bike. Wait a moment, please hold my shalammer. My terrarium is giggling and doesn't shut up. Fair enough. Let's see. What was the other one? An archer? Okay. I'm gonna have to grab the archer now. But I think we can do it. No, already Googled that. Archer. Well, that's going to be straightforward enough. That's going to be real straightforward enough. Okay. Let's get that in there. Because why not? Edit. Transform. Scale. I'm still very much learning Clip Studio, but I feel like I'm slowly getting the hang of it the more I use it. Oh, shut up. I'm already streaming. Shut up, phone. I almost punched over my beer. God dang it. Alright, let's see. I think I need to resize that one a little bit. Indeed. There is indeed beer present. It's quite nice, too. Oh, shit. Where? Oh, there it is. Let me just temporarily forget what I'm doing here. Hans Davian shirtless. Good lord. That's all I'm gonna say about that is good lord. Alright. Now we're gonna do one of the most cursed kit bashes I've ever seen. It's not gonna be that bad, actually. I don't think. I do have something of an idea on how I want to approach it, too. Funnily enough. But it's probably gonna look strange. Couldn't be worse than the $800 shirtless Alaric Ward fan art. Ugh. Oh no. How about we don't? Alright, let's see. Okay. I need to get a good look at... no, and I don't think I want to. I don't really think I want to, either. Alright, let's see. We're gonna start kind of squarked. But I need to sort of just get shapes on first before I start getting too comfy. It was made by a big red 40k Battletech YouTuber because of a Donathan reward. Okay. Let's see. Just need to get the general shape down here. He made like 6k, so he had to hire an artist. Oh no. Oh no. That just sounds awful. Let's see, first... Okay. I see kind of how this works. And chat said he had to get the commission to be shirtless Alaric. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. That... Mm-mm. That just sounds terrible. Not Bao being down bad for furries terrible, but pretty close. I'd say that that's pretty similar in terms of terribleness, I think. Let's see. I mean, he's Clan Wolf. Okay. And done as a romance novel cover. Jesus. Well, no one send that to Bao. She'll goon over it. Yeah. Alright. Sort of get like that arm platform thing. I think that would be pretty dope. I'll clean it up. I'll clean it up better the further in we get, but so far I just want to get the shapes down. So I kind of know what I'm working with here. Oh no. What have you done? That's vile. Okay, hang on. I need to show everybody this now. That's vile. Look at this. I needed to do the zoom in joke there. Taming the Ilkhan, Book 1. Michaelia Steak Pool. This is frickin' ridiculous. It gets worse. Oh no. What the fuck have you done? Okay. I mean, that's just the picture, but without any of the text around it. And you can see the middies pretty easily. So... I mean, to be fair, they're still kind of visible here. Didn't really change much. I could still see them. You could still see them middies pretty easily. Alright. There we go. Well, we've... Oh no. Whatever shall I do? I have been forbidden. Wow. Oh no, whatever shall I do that I now cannot do this publicly? How much of a tragedy. Nah, if you want to see a really vile book cover, because one thing you should know about me, I mean, you already know this, but I am a connoisseur of the terrible. So far, nothing beats the book cover Pounded in the Butt by My Own Butt by Buck Trungle. And if you don't believe me that that exists, Google it. That's hilarious. That's probably the most that's probably the most cursed book cover that I've ever seen. Cause it's like, whoo, is bad, man. Is bad. Is so bad. Jason was 3 seconds away from linking it. Yeah, if you want cursed book covers, there you go. That's a special one right there. You could still link it. Pounded in the Butt by my novel sounded in the butt by my own butt. Yep, something like that. An author friend of yours knows Chuck Tingle. Oh, God. He's an enormous asshole. I mean, as if the title of the book couldn't get that away. Or you mean that unironically. Okay, you mean that unironically. Gotcha. Like, bad person. Actually bad person. Is there something specific that his villainy is, like, kind of fucking with him with? Because all I know him for is the meme-worthy book cover. Lies about being autistic. Jesus, what? What do you gain from lying about that? That just sounds really stupid. What could you possibly gain from lying about that? Like, other than pity and sympathy? Quite a bit? Huh. Well, that's pretty deplorable behavior. Let me just say that. That's kind of fucked up. Well, Amazon pays $25,000 if you're in the top 100 spots on any novel tag, and Chuck gets it once in a while. Oh, God. I mean, all I know about this guy is that he made a really meme-worthy book cover. I know nothing about this dude's personal life or drama. I tend not to follow any drama because, to be perfectly honest, I really don't give a fuck, but makes about 40 books a year. With what, AI? That's crazy. Yeah, I tend not to follow anybody's drama or anything. I just prefer to keep things impersonal. Mostly because I don't care. You're not autistic, you are simple alive. Well, each book is only 10 to 15 pages. Never actually read any of them. Oh, that's a first. I'm learning that right now. I don't think anyone should, to be perfectly honest. If the dude's a bad dude... If the guy's a bad dude, I don't really think anyone should be reading his books, frankly put. Let's see. I kind of want to get that. He's apparently awful. I mean, you've already said one thing that I think is quite bad. Where I'm like, I don't know about that one, Chief. Where it's like, yeah, you're kind of a scumbag for doing that. Should force... You don't want to read that. Once upon a time, back in my Deve days, I did write awful fan fiction. Perhaps one day I'll share it. Today is not that day, though. Because nowadays I at least have standards. I did write my own cringy fanfic back in the day. Perhaps one day I'll read that. But if I had to write a smut novel, I'm not gonna go for the low-hanging fruit. Oh no. If I have to write a smut novel, you're gonna get degenerate nonsense just so I can meme all over people. Like, quite possibly the most degenerate things I could think of. Just for the memes. Because I think that would be frickin' hilarious. You're thinking way too vanilla, my guy. You're thinking way too vanilla. Squirting WD-40 all over my lover. Nah. You're thinking way too safe. That's almost cute. You gotta go more degenerate, because that's what I do for the memes. Into the cliff. You're getting warmer. Not quite there yet. Not quite there yet. But you're getting there. You're getting closer to the mark of what horrible thing I'd write if I had to write a sex novel. How porn stopped the apocalypse. Would Rouge the Bat ride my faceplate? Oh god. Nah, dude, nah. Would pregnant Rouge ride my faceplate? You gotta go more degenerate, my friend. And it's gotta be, would pregnant Rouge ride my feet plate? My PPC... My got PPC unloads all over my chest. I almost promise you that there would be no BattleTech involved in the porno. Humanity for robots. Now see, that just sounds like a dissertation on the laws of robotics by Isaac Asimov, as written by a robot. No. We're talking degeneracy right now, my friend. Humanity worships... There you go. You're getting closer to the mark of the kind of horrible degeneracy I'd write. Because if I'm going to write something... If I'm going to write awful smut, it's gotta be awful. You can't just have not awful. You gotta go the full 9 yards and make everyone in the room horrifically uncomfortable. Oh no. No, that one would be a that one would be satire on Chuck Tingle. That one would just straight up be satire. You gotta be more subtle about your awful smut. How to be awful for dummies. Alright, let's see. Special... I think you've worded too close to the sun, my guy. We're not making a light novel. You gotta make a title that's short and snappy. Something that really grabs your reader by the cojones and doesn't let go. That's what we need. Because it's got to be awful. Keanu. What are these light novel ass titles that you're making, my guy? Nah. Short and snappy. There's an art form to it. You can't just be throwing out all that crazy shit. Give me my eggs back. Nah, bro. You're making light novel titles. You gotta put a little bit of pizzazz on those, my dude. My Mpreg fantasy. Yeesh. JPEG, more like Mpreg, am I right? Listen, the one day when I get actual smut of me drawn, that's how I know I'll have made it as a VTuber. The Jorkin Porkins fantasy. If I ever end up on a Rule 34 site, that's how I know I've made it. Regardless of what the art actually is. The Jorkin Porkins. Trying to make me sound like Aleister Crowley now with that one. It's gonna be the next White Stains. Good lord. My mistress was a 90-ton thing with a cone hat. The next White Stain. Great. Now I'm also starting a sex cult. Fantastic. This is not where I thought my lovely robot life would go, but here we are. But you can probably find the demon summoning ritual on page 69 of that book. My mistress is a record player. Jesus. Sure, I love death and robots. Oh dear. That is quite something, let me tell you. Jeepers creepers. Nipples like diamonds. Nipples in the sky like diamonds. That high carbon titty. It's part of the high carbon titty committee. A New York bestseller, he says. Top 100 in Amazon. We gotta dethrone Chuck Tingle. We're gonna go that route. God damn it. You only have to sell 1,000 copies to be considered a New York Times bestseller. That's true, they do have very low standards. How could I have forgotten? Alright, let's see. Almost kind of okay. Like I said, I'll do a lot of cleanup later, but this ain't bad. IP Nightly. Jesus Christ. Alright. And now I add a little more deets to that side. This ain't actually turning out too bad, but there's a lot of cleanup that's gonna need to be done. So I like the general body shape, but I'm also gonna have to slightly angle this one back up a little bit, just to make it look a little more in line with everything else. Kinda, there we go, nudge it up a little bit. That's what we like to see. I'm just gonna let you guys go for a little bit. Y'all are having a lot of fun coming up with them titles. Alright, let's see. So far, so interesting. I don't really want to incorporate that. No, it's not fun not if you're not reading or work. Oh, trust me, I'm still reading it. I'm just gonna wait until you have yourselves a lovely little collection before I start reading them out. Really, really turn this into a Bad Bites where I have to read multiple awful book titles. See, we got this plate going on right here. Alright. We're now going in a direction that I think I like. But I do have to move that a little bit like this. And then it has this weird, almost hexagonal leg part that I cannot adequately explain. Let's see now. All right. Short circuit shotties. My goodness. All of the crazy Goonabait titles. There we go. It's not turning out too bad so far. It's kind of weird looking, but I think I can dig it. I think I can dig it. Now... whispering spam mail. The moaning of cows. What, did this suddenly become like a farm fic there, buddy? Centaurs make me moist. Jesus. Animal Farm. That's the Pornhub version. That's terrible. Grime on Netley's. Look twice, Cyclops. Jesus. That's fucking terrible. Alright, let's see. Come on, there we go. Now I must. A brown submarine. Listen, that happens anytime I go eat at Taco Bell. Or eat any excessive amount of Mexican food. It's a brown hurricane of choro. It's terrible. These are just direct rip-offs of actual books now. Holy Christ. Alright. Seeing here now. I think I got me my idea. But it will require a little bit of cleanup. The Practical Guide to Vor, Jesus Christ. I don't think that's a book anyone should read. It's like the hand manual for the recently deceased. Sheesh. Also, hand manual. How big is too big? On fat and mommy milkers. Lies and slander. My real opinion is that there is a never a legal limit for too big. Just saying. If you're complaining about too big, you need to learn to be grateful for the beautiful things in life. Just saying. The family gathering of necromancers. And everything that implies, Jesus fucking Christ. Whew. That was brutal when they're all up. Jesus. Alright. Here we go. Now it needs to have an adjoining. Kind of goes down like that. Okay. Sorry, I needed to really focus on the shape here. God. By George R.R. Martin. He would write something like that if he wrote fanfic. Jesus shit. There's so much incest in A Song of Ice and Fire. Incest everywhere. Martin will do anything but write a sequel to his Song of Ice and his Song of Fire and Ice. True. 110%. The day we see Winds of Winter is when we're actually looking at a nuclear winter. Like, Jesus. There is so much wrong with that. Okay. I'm also trying to not overdo some sections. Kind of hard not to, though. Alright. Here's a shape there. George R.R. Martin. Wiener of cum and lubricant, dear lord. Incidentally, VOD watchers, hope you're enjoying all of the awful book title namings here. We got quite a few of them. You may wish to skip ahead if this ain't your bag. There are some theories that say that George R.R. Martin wrote his books after the real German. Oh God. I see. WAP. Alright. There we go. I'm thinking, finally, I have something that looks serviceably alright. I am going to have to move that up a little bit, though. I'm going to have a whole novella of just bad fanfiction names by the end of this. God dang. There's going to be too many horrific looking ones to sieve through later. Alright. There we go. What the fuck? Ew. Holy shit. Someone in my neighborhood is setting off fireworks again. I better stop. This shit's getting annoying. For 25. Good lord. For 20. I choose the hole. For 25, you choose. Dear Lord. Point to a hole for it, or I shall make one myself. Okay. Let's see. This is a really... I've kind of drawn myself into a corner. This is a weird shape to make, but I think I can do it. Think being the operative word here. Okay, no, I think I'm good now. I think I'm good now. I've drawn myself out of the corner that I had put myself into. Jesus fucking Christ. What is this? This is going to be the theme of tonight's chat, is it? Alright. Tonight's the, Tonight is the... Tonight is the dirty fanfic night. Alright, let's see. Oh, look at this! We have a clown in the chat. Unrealistic Eration BVX, you frickin' clown. To the Shadow Realm with you, Dorcas. Yeah, friggin' Dorcas. I hope you enjoy the Shadow Realm. You can enjoy putting the clown makeup on yourself when you get there. Alright, let's see. Now that we have that out of the way, and that we have exorcised a clown from our midst, this really is going to be my chat for the evening, huh? Dirty novella titles. Oh boy, what have we done? What have we done, dude? Oy vey. I don't know. Because it goes. Let's see. That kind of works, I guess. Need to kind of extend this down a bit, though. For it to work fully. There is plenty... No. No. I did draw myself into a corner that I now must fix. Okay. So I need to do a lot of backing up in order to make this work. And get out of there. I mean, can't be worse than the actual canon books. Just saying. Just saying. Jesus. Alright. Well, the boys are having themselves a riot of a time over there. I do find myself backed into a corner with how I drew this. Oh, okay, I see what happened here. I'm just a dumb. And I missed a line. Okay. There we go. No, it's better than any Brian Young novel. Well, I'd say that that's good to know. Why does he like to watch from the chair while His lady gets it from another dude. Wow, okay, I was making that joke, but literally, huh? Literally a cuck. Oh god. You know, I was making that joke. And then it turned out to be literal. I love it when that happens. Oh, shito. Alright. Jesus. Actually admitted this on the Battletech Reddit. What? That's craziness right there. Hello, Battletech. Hello, Battletech community. Today, I have an announcement to make. Thank you for the lurk, Holiepa. Thank you for all of the ridonkulous. Here's my wife's 3 boyfriends. And coincidentally, most of them are gym instructors too. I watch them as they work out. Dear Lord. Literal cuck behavior. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. This man. I think one of them bought him a PS5. Like, here you go, son. I hope you enjoy. Now, I'm gonna go enjoy. And, if you want to join in later, you can always pull the chair up, little man. You're working on Fox Patrol. Jesus. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. That's awful. Alright, there we go. Alright. God damn it. His kids are vegan. I will give you credit for one thing, good sir. If I ever need to know any ridiculous, obscure fact about the internet, I know exactly who I need to be asking. Dear Lord. It's goddamn ridiculous. No one in the way, no one in that family is getting meat. God damn. There ain't no meat being passed in that house, oi. Not other than the wife, anyway. Wife seems to be getting dibs on all the meat in the house, it sounds like. Likes to get that pork in that early morning cock, too, eh? Jesus shit. Mm-hmm. She likes to get her eggs scrambled in the morning. Holy shit. He's an awful writer, too. 3 sausages every meal. 3 sausages, a side of cock, and, some scrambled eggs. And half a Tic Tac. Why do you say that? He's not joining. You think they're gonna let him join in? No, no, no. He gets to sit in the cuck chair and watch his wife have breakfast. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. All at once. And I'm not talking about the meals themselves. Jesus fuck. What is my life? Alright, let's see. Third porking. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. I was gonna do this, but you know what? Screw it. Let's just go all in, eh? I think I can afford to go all in on this. But trying to draw... Feed me, Seymour. That movie is ridiculous. Wait, god dang it. Oh, why is it? Stop. There we go. There we go. Okay. Slightly better. Still a little on the stupid looking side, but I can at least account for that. Alright. Make the shield arm. Looks good. It's getting there. I wasn't terribly sure about the design at first, but now it's kind of getting there. I'm liking it the further in I get, and the further I start cleaning things up a little bit more. It ain't bad. I was expecting a lot stupider looking. In this way, I'm mildly disappointed. Let's see. Here we go. I don't even know what kind of weapons this abomination would even use. But it feels like something a little bit weirdly over the top if it used anything at all. Wait, no. I need to go back. 7 is my brush density for this. I don't even know what kind of weapons this thing would use. Looks neat, though. It's not at all what I was expecting to draw tonight, but it works. Alright. Hell yeah. It's growing on me the more I actually draw this. Now, I need to figure out... Alright, I need bigger cleaning. Okay, that's not quite enough. No, god dang it. There we go. Proper cleaning. And cleansing is required for this. Keep changing the main brush size too. I need to stop that. Somehow I need to stop it, but for right now we're doing mildly okay. Wait, why did it do that? That's stupid. Okay. There we go. Now back down to this. Little by little, I'm crafting some weird looking machine. But once it comes together, it will be awesome. There we go. I'll worry about the other bits of that arm later. For right now, gotta worry about this. And then the other shoulder shield is gonna come up like right there. Okay. I think I know how it's gonna work now. Think being the operative word here. And then on the other side, you can kind of see where the arm ends, but since the main body is a little bit distended out like that, it's got kind of this weird abomination look. And I think it works. Looks like a TIE fighter with legs. It kind of does, doesn't it? Let's see. Wait. There we go. Not entirely sure how it'll end up, but so far it ain't terrible. It does kind of give off TIE fighter with legs, though. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Right, let's see. Got that going. The rest of this arm can just terminate in a cylinder. So it has one hand, one cylinder arm. And I think that will work. At least for the purposes of this piece. The joke is dead. Cease. My goodness. Let's see. My God. Y'all are more down bad than Bao is, frick. Now that I know about that, that is one of legitimately the funniest things I've seen on the internet, though. Alright. This one kind of has like a front plate that covers up like that. Alright. There we go. Slowly but surely, it's making sense. Ish. I do like how long the torso is. It's very interesting looking. There we go. We looking shit now. We looking a proper shit. Proper. Writing proper shit. Okay. Next. I just like this overall shape, so it's not going to be an actual cockpit hatch, but it will be like how some of the layered armor looks on this thing. So I'll just go for it. Looks good. And then it's kind of got its real head backed up over here. It's very neat looking now. Up. And then can do that, which is sort of the shorthand for what I'm looking at here. Nice. All roads lead back to Battletech eventually. Let's see. That looks fine, actually. Just need to slightly alter the direction of how these things are angled. And then we are gonna be slight chillin'. And I like that. Alright. Neat. I'm sort of getting the impression that this thing is at least maybe 90 tons. I'm not entirely sure what to equip it with yet, but I'll work on that as I go through and start cleaning up. It ain't bad. I'm not really that proud of it, but it ain't bad. I was expecting it to look way stupider. Or it's a light mech that only looks big. That's true, it could do that. It could be that. I don't know what this thing is. It's interesting. It's interesting is what it is. It's quite the Franken mech that we're looking at right now. Alright, let's see. I want to do a little better on this arm over here. It was starting to look a little funky. There we go. No, it can actually do that. It's the child of an F1 racing car and a TIE fighter with legs. Like I said, it do kind of look like that, doesn't it? Oh yeah, brother. Move these in slowly. then I have something to work with when it comes to actually fleshing this out a little more. Kind of reminds me of those old BattleTech pictures where the mech looks really, really janky. It's kind of what this is reminding me of right now. When I say kind of, I mean very kind of. Add that greebly there on the side of the nose. Put two late, and you have a nice scout mech. Alright then, Holyepa, since this is partly your suggestion. Oh god. I hate it when I do this. Stop. There we go. Where are we putting the medium lasers? Where do you think we should stick them on this thing? We have quite a bit of torso and arm real estate we could slap those bad boys onto. Let's see. In the shoulders? Okay. I'll try. I guess build the housing for him right there. And then go up. And in, okay. I kind of made a medium laser housing there. Kinda. Now I need to do it for the other side, which is going to be weird looking because you can't fully see it, but that's alright. As long as we know it's there. Okay. Kind of did two medium lasers. Is there any other weapons we should be considering right now? I think it might be neat to stick a bigger, like some kind of shell weapon on this thing somewhere. I don't know. I don't know. But it certainly looks neat, I guess. I honestly wasn't expecting this to turn out like half as decently as it did. I was expecting something a lot more memey. Alright, let's see. You have a mech idea? You have another mech idea? Or this is the mech idea? Alright, let's see. Okay, so the cockpit's right there. The body is long. Arms are equipped with what look to be a cannon and two medium lasers. I should extend the housing on this a little bit, just so that it matches. just so that it matches what the charger looks like a little better. Let me get rid of that. Beer. That was required. Oh, come off it. What is it doing now? There we go. Alright. Now then. Huh. This Quattro would be variant equipped with a mortar because of the sheer volume of weapon. It looks like an Irby stitched together. Oh god. Oh god. That sounds pretty nutty. It do indeed sound a little nutty. We'll see. This took me a lot longer than I thought it was gonna take me, honestly. And I wasn't planning on drawing a mech tonight, but here we are. We are now drawing a mech. And fair enough, fair enough. Oh god, I really had a good dinner today. There is a restaurant up the street where I can buy schnitzel, and I had some. It was dope. It was really, really good. And I will admit I have never had schnitzel before, so it surprised me. There's a lot of really good food in that restaurant, actually, now that I think about it. But tonight I was eating pretty good. And I got really full, too. So I had some beer with that as well. Okay. Let's see now. Put a small SRM pod there. This weapon is already set up because it's the auto cannon arm, but okay. Ah, boy. Now that I'm thinking of food, I'm making myself hungry again. God dang it. Ah, well. Could probably order something when I'm done with stream, or just cook. I need to do more cooking, is what I need to be doing. So ordering out is kind of trash after a while. It ain't good for you. It ain't good for the morale either. So let me tell you, after you've had quite a few times when you've ordered out, it's like loses its charm. Alright. Gonna do that. Now we're also gonna add a little bit of this to this side. And we're going to do that. Fantastic. I think I'm going to call this one done. We did pretty alright, I think. I kind of met the brief where I blended 3 mechs together. Whew. This was surprisingly difficult to do. But I'm kind of glad I did it. Because it looks alright. It reminds me of those really old TRO drawings from back in the day. It's nice. I have no idea what I'm going to call this thing, but I'm just going to save it as Battle Mech. Battle Mech. There we go. Alright. I'm going to call that one good. Maybe I'll clean it up a little more later. Maybe I'll do a little more with it, but... Could be a racing mech. It could. Slap an XL engine on this thing? Nice. I have no idea what the actual tonnage on this thing would be, but... I was thinking it would be bigger, but I kind of like the idea that this is actually some kind of, like, variation scouting machine. It's pretty cool. I dig it. I dig it a lot. Alright, let's see. And now I have time to do one more. Jesus Christ, this image is cursed. So, I think I'm going to pull up a random art prompt generator and just go to town on it. So, let me just capture my internet window. Get y'all involved in this. Yep, here we go. Random art prompt generator. Duck dictator. Maybe I'll try and incorporate that. Oh my god. That's funny. Art ideas generator. I think in this one, what does the detailed appearance generator do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What? What? This is dumb. I don't like this generator, it sucks. I don't really like this one either. No thanks. Draw with personality. What kind of personality are you trying to get me to do, buddy? I don't want to scroll through all of those. Art prompt generator character. Okay. Wait, there's a Drawfee generator? Huh. Random pose generator? Okay. This is one that I want to try doing. I'll re-roll this a few times and then I'll try and do it. Alright. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. This is a weird one. Stepping, arms on head. Let's see, arms on head. Touching neck, eyes looking down. That's strange. Okay. Well. So I need to draw someone who's doing a step. Do I? So, I guess I'll start with this. I guess I'll start kind of like just roughing out. That is a pose if the cops got you. I guess. Let's see. I guess I'll just start roughing out now. The fact that this dude is doing a step. Let's see, he's doing a step. I'm just roughing in the basic shape right now so that when I actually do draw the character himself, I'll already have this bit figured out. This is kind of like a weird Sasquatch walk, but it works for the purposes of what we're doing. Alright, let's see. Yeah, that works. Now, he has both of his hands on his head, with one touching his neck. So, like that. And then the other one is up and on his head like this. Okay. This is, quite the pose, I guess. It's definitely something. I don't know if I like it or not, though. This is already more work than I would normally be willing to put in for a drawing like this. But screw it, let's see how well we do. Alright. Got part of this bit sorted out. Alright. I'm gonna have to raise the anatomy just a touch to accommodate this weird pose. Alright. This is a really weird pose. What the heck? Alright, let's see. There we go. This is almost JoJo pose-esque. Like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure-ish pose. Alright. I almost feel like leaning into that and just making this the stupidest looking drawing I've ever seen. Okay. So that's kind of the pose. Oh, sorry. I'm dumb. I forgot to switch it back. This is very weird pose, though. It's like a JoJo pose. Thank you for telling me, by the way. I didn't realize I forgot to switch it back. This is JoJo ass pose right here. Alright. There we go. I also love how absolutely awkward this entire stance looks. It's the pose of the 40k psyker short before his head explodes. It could be that too, yeah. Because it needs to be like one hand on the head and then another hand on... Yeah. This is, interesting. Alright. I'm gonna zoom in a bit so I can actually work on the face. Because the distinct expression that I'm getting from this is actually a big scream. Like... Like, if I had to draw the mouth, it would be kind of like this. And then... look kind of like that. There we go. There we go. There we go. We have the face twisted in agony. Hands... I mean, I guess it would look kinda weird if I didn't do something about this situation here, so I'm gonna have to change a couple of things around, but oh god, what is this anatomy? It's so weird. Oh well. Oh well. This could also be the face of a man who just had a comically large anvil dropped on his head. Or just had anything dropped on his head, I suppose. Let's see. How much of this do I really want to get detailed in? There's quite a bit that I could do with this. Because the other hand needs to be clutching the neck, so... And I can also kind of cheat a little by hiding his hand. Like this. There we go. This is how you art smarter, not harder. Let's see. There we go. I do not know what the story of this man is, but he's clearly not having a good time. He's like... Because something very painful has been dropped from very high up. Or he got decked in the head. But he's also doing a walk, so... I wonder if that actually plays into what's going on here. This is kind of goofy looking, actually, and I like it. Let's see. If I wanted to draw his torso correctly, I'd have to do like that. Alright. Yeah. There's still pelvic there. But now I'm going to change something around so it actually flows a little better. Goofy make a JoJo pose. Well, gosh, this is my stand. Max Requiem. Get him, Max. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I don't know if you've ever seen this video, but I really like the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Hank Hill video. It's really funny. If you haven't seen it, you should. Let's see. Never watched JoJo? Oh, well. Do I have a recommendation for you? Because JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is really, really fun and funny. It may also be the stupidest anime I've ever seen, but it's a good kind of stupid. It's the kind of stupid where I walk away from it and I'm not mad that I watched it. Would highly recommend. It's super good. Let's see. You thought I am Normal City, but it is me, Detroit. I'm glad that you know the memes, my guy. Because the memes are impeccable for JoJo. I don't even know what's supposed to be happening with these legs anymore, man. I keep redrawing them and they just don't feel right. Hold up. We have a majority of the brief done, but the rest of it's kind of escaping me at the moment. Okay, let's see. I need to sort of twist the man's torso a little. Because even though he's kind of facing in a weird direction, I feel like I could still... Well, now this dude is just turning very, very feminine, so... Tooth... No! Cease. You guys ran that joke into the ground. Stop. You guys ran that joke into the ground. Jeepers Christ. Alright, let's see. I think I'm good. You guys can have Earth Core. I'm gonna excuse myself. I'm gonna politely go to the bathroom. Wait for the storm to be over. Let's see. I think the man doing a step is just how this is just how it's gonna have to be, I think. I think that's just how it's gonna have to be. Because otherwise I'm just gonna be trying to suss out how one does a step. Okay. This really is a JoJo pose, what the frick? Oh my god. It's super stupid looking, but fair enough. And I like to think just in reference to yesterday, and just so I can kind of spite the algorithm a little. Dang it. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna rough sketch it out. Here we go. Yeah. This is going to be in memoriam of the video I lost, like the section of video I lost. Gonna be stupid soccer, football, ridiculousness. The stand user hides under the normal people. It could be everyone. Meanwhile, stand user. Yeah. You know what? It's getting close to when I need to stop, and I'm just gonna stick this guy in tasteful pants. And a t-shirt, I guess. He gets no hair, though. He's gonna stay bald. There we go. Well, I drew a man in this pose. It's good enough. Or I guess I could, like, draw this guy with some tasteful loafers, I guess. Or something. Alrighty. Well, thank you for stopping in, Mr. Holiepa. It's always an honor, sir. Even if you guys drove that joke into the ground. My goodness. Anyone who watches this later is going to be like, what the hell is going on here? And it's just the boys being ridiculous. That's how we do here. All right, but yeah, thanks for stopping by, bro. Okay, well, I drew the thing. It looks goofy. So I spent most of my time drawing that, and then a little bit of time drawing that, which, you know what? I think that is perfectly acceptable. All right, so real quick, I'm gonna do a slight update, and then I think we'll call it for the evening. Because I'm probably gonna be taking some. Oh my god, I'm big. Hold on. I'm big and I'm too tall right now. Alright, there we are. So, next week I will be going on vacation, so I don't think I'll be able to be in a location where the internet is strong enough for me to stream, but I will definitely be trying to work on like videos and some of my scripted content while I'm out. So, yeah. I did want to kind of throw this update out there and make this kind of like a bit of a shorter stream than I would normally do because, you know, why not? And sure, I guess. Who? I guess I could try raiding again. I'm kind of bad at it because I never know whether or not it works. But I'd be down. I don't remember how to do it, but hang on, let me Google it real quick. Feel Good MDTV. Okay. One sec. He build Optimus Prime at the moment. Okay, let's see. How to raid on Twitch. Because, yeah, I'd be down to do it. Let's see. /raid. What's his name? Hold up. Feel Good MDTV. Okay. So, /raid. Will this work? I have 2 people ready to go. Okay, good, it worked. I'll do my outro now, though, and then we'll go and raid. So, thank you all so much for watching. If you like what I do, check out my other channels. We're gonna go raid now. And as always, This has been Bite the Robot. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Here we go. Gonna go raid now.